Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I'm going to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer Stone chapter 16 through the chapter, page 274 to 276. At the foot of the first set of stairs, they spotted Mrs. Norris skulking near the top. "Oh, let's kick her. Just this once," Ron whispered in Harry's ear. But Harry shook his head. As they climbed carefully around her, Mrs. Norris turned her lamp-like eyes on them, but didn't do anything. They didn't meet anyone else until they reached the staircase up to the third floor. The Peeves was bobbing halfway up, loosening the carpet so that people would trip. "Who's there?" he said suddenly as they climbed toward him. He narrowed his wicked black eyes. "No, you're there. Even if I can't see you. Are you the goalie or the gusty or wee student beastie?" He rose up in the air and floated there, squinting at them. "I should call Filch, I should, if something's creeping around unseen." Harry had a sudden idea. "Peeves," he said in a hoarse whisper. "The bloody Baron has his own reasons for being invisible." Peeves almost fell out of the air in shock. He caught himself in time and hovered about a foot off the stairs. "So sorry, your bloodiness, Mr. Baron, sir," he said greasily. My mistake. I didn't see you, of course, I didn't. You're invisible. Forgive old the Peeves his little joke, sir." "I've business here, Peeves," croaked Harry. "Stay off from this place tonight." "I will, sir. I most certainly will," said Peeves, rising up in the air again. "Hope your business goes well, Baron. I will not bother you." And he scooted off. "Brilliant, Harry," whispered Ron. Few seconds later, they were there outside the third floor corridor, and the door was already ajar. "Well, there you are." Snape's already got past Fluffy. Seeing the open door somehow seemed to impress upon all three of them what was facing them. Underneath the cloak, Harry turned to the other two. "If you want to go back, I won't blame you," he said. "You can take the cloak. I won't need it now." "Don't be stupid," said Ron. "We're coming," said Hermione. Harry pushed the door open. As the door creaked, low rumbling growls met their ears. All three of the dogs' noses sniffed madly in their direction, even though it couldn't see them. "What's that at its feet?" Hermione whispered. "Looks like a harp." "Snape must have left it there. You must wake up the moment you stop playing," said Harry. Well, here goes." He put Hagrid's flute to his lips and blew. It wasn't really a tune, but from the first note, the bear's eyes began to droop. Harry halfly drew breath. Slowly the dog's growl ceased. It tottered on its paws and fell to its knees. Then it slumped to the ground, fast asleep. "Keep playing," Ron warned Harry. They slipped out of the cloak and crept toward the trapdoor. They could feel the dog's hot, smelly breath as they approached the giant heads. "I think we'll be able to pull the door open," said Ron, peering over the dog's back. "Want to go first, Hermione?" No, I don't." "All right." Ron gritted his teeth and stepped carefully over the dog's legs. He bent and pulled the ring of the trapdoor, which is swung up and open. "What can you see?" Hermione said anxiously. "Nothing, just black. There's no way of climbing down. We'll just have to drop." Harry, who was still playing the flute, waved at Ron to get his attention and pointed at himself. "You want to go first? Are you sure?" said Ron. "I don't know how deep this thing goes." "Give the flute to Hermione so she can keep him asleep." Harry handed the flute over. In the few seconds of silence, the dog growled and twitched, but the moment Hermione began to play, it fell back into its deep sleep. Harry climbed over it and looked down through the trapdoor. There was no sign of the bottom. He lowered himself through the hole until he was hanging on by his fingertips. Then he looked up at Ron and said, "If anything happens to me, don't follow. Go straight to the owlery and send Hedwig to Dumbledore, right?" "Right," said Ron. "See you in a minute, I hope." And Harry let go. The cold, damp air rushed past him as he fell down, and flump! With a funny, muffled sort of thump, he landed on something soft. The end.